Good evening, students. My name is Ivonne Solano. I'm an English teacher. I work at Connect Cartago. I'm happy to be helping you to review some of the most important topics for next evaluation. In unit number 3, we're going to study the topic Aware of Differences. In this unit, we study the differences in our own culture and in other cultures. As we can see in these pictures, even in Costa Rica, we have different traditions and customs in each province. In this lesson, we are going to review the most important grammar topics of the unit number 3. Intensifiers. To and enough. To means more than what is needed. To significa demasiado, más de lo que necesitamos. To plus an adjective. For example, the soup is too hot to eat it. And to plus adverb. You are walking too fast. So we use to before adjectives and adverbs. Enough. It means sufficient. Suficiente. It goes with an adjective and adverb before the word enough. For example, the bed is soft enough to have a good sleep. He isn't working enough to finish. So as we can see in the examples, we have the adjectives and adverbs before the word enough. The intensifiers to and enough. Intensifier to is going to use with too much for uncountable nouns and too many for countable nouns. For example, too much. I've been waiting too much time. Yo he estado esperando demasiado tiempo. Too many. There are too many people in this class. Hay demasiadas personas en esta clase. Enough plus noun. So with enough, we don't have problems with countable or uncountable. We use enough for all of the nouns. For example, we have enough money for ice cream. Nosotros tenemos suficiente dinero para helado. In unit number 4, we're going to study the topic Caution, fragile word, handle with care. So in this unit, we're gonna review a lot of vocabulary about environmental problems and possible solutions, how to take care of our planet. So it is really interesting. Be sure to check all the information we have in the anthology. In this lesson, we are going to review the most important grammar topics of this unit number 4. The first topic of this unit are modal verbs. So we're going to study some of the modal verbs. First, we're going to review can and could. Can, we use it for ability, possibility, informal polite request, and permission. So when we use it for ability is I can swim. Yo puedo nadar. For possibility, it can rain. Podría llover. Informal polite request, can I borrow your notebook? And also for permission, for example, they can work in pairs. Ellos pueden trabajar en parejas. Could is used for, it's the past tense of can and is used for polite request. And also when we have a certainty of 50% possibility of something will happen. And for suggestions. So, some examples are, could I have the sugar? ¿Puedo tener el azúcar? She could be the owner. Ella podría ser la dueña. You could help her. Usted podría ayudar. We also have as a modal verbs the use of might and may. Might, we use it when there's a possibility for certainly less than 50%. You are not sure that it might happen. For example, where are they? They might be at the university. ¿Dónde están ellos? Ellos podrían estar en la universidad. On the other hand, may, we use it for polite requests, for formal permission, are certainly less than 50% possibility that something will happen. For example, may I come in? ¿Puedo pasar? This is a polite request. You may not smoke in here. Formal permission. Usted no debería de fumar aquí. She may be studying. For certainly, well, there is a possibility that she may be studying. Ella podría estar estudiando. Also, we have another modals like should and must. Should, we use it for advice or deductions. For example, you should recycle. Usted debería reciclar. They should be working. Ellos deberían estar trabajando. So this is an example of advice and deduction. On the other hand, we have must. Must is used for obligation, prohibition, strong certainly. For example, you must do your work. Usted debería hacer su trabajo. You mustn't contaminate the water. Usted no debería contaminar el agua. He isn't working. He must be sick. Él no está trabajando. Él debe de estar enfermo. Remember, should for advice or deductions, and must is for obligation, a prohibition, or a strong certainty that something is happening. Another topic that we are going to review in the unit number 4 are tag questions. We use questions tag at the end of statements to ask for confirmation. For example, a positive statement it's going to be followed by a negative question tag. For example, you are a nurse, aren't you? A negative statement is going to be followed by a positive question tag. You aren't a nurse, are you? So as you can see, if the statement is positive, the question is negative. If the sentence is negative, the question is going to be positive. In this picture, we can see questions tag. They are always an auxiliary plus a pronoun. As you can see, we can use all the auxiliaries plus a pronoun. We have positive questions tag and negative questions tag. As you can see in the picture, we use contractions for the negative questions tag. The structure of the tag questions is the statement plus the auxiliary plus the personal pronoun. For example, you are working, aren't you? You aren't working, are you? As you can see, if the sentence is positive, the question is negative. If the sentence is negative, the question is positive. And you have to use the same auxiliary of the verb tense that you are using in the statement. So if the sentence is in present simple, we use present simple in tag question. If we use present continue, we use the present continue in the tag questions. We have to use the auxiliary plus the pronoun. Let's see the next example. We have finished, haven't we? We haven't finished, have we? You will help him, won't you? You won't help him, will you? You bought the cake, didn't you? You didn't buy the cake, did you? So as you can see in these examples, we have positive statements with negative tag question, and we have negative statements with positive tag questions. Now, let's make a short review of the future tense with will and going to. Remember, this is a topic that we have been studying for a long time, so now we're gonna make a quick review. Will, we use it to make predictions. It will rain. We also use it to talk about spontaneous decisions. I will help you with the back. For promises, I will love you forever. For offers and requests, will you help me? And going to, we're gonna use it to talk about future plans. My sister is going to study medicine. To make predictions based on evidence. When we have a lot of evidence that something is going to happen, we use going to for predictions. For example, look at the sky. It's going to rain a lot. So it means that I see the sky full of clouds and I'm almost sure that it's going to rain. Okay, now we are going to review the comparatives and superlatives. Remember, this is another topic that we have been studying for different courses, so in here we are going to make a short review. Comparatives and superlatives. Remember, comparative, we compare one thing or one person with another thing or another person. For example, a dog is faster than an elephant. So I'm comparing the dog and the elephant. So a comparative compares two things. Superlative, as in superlatives, we compare more than one thing. For example, the horse is the fastest of the three animals. So I'm comparing the horse with dogs and elephants. A superlative compares one thing to all the others in the same group. Let's remember the rules for comparatives and superlative adjectives and adverbs. Remember, when the adjective or the adverb is small, is short, one syllable, for example, fast or young, we add er to make them comparatives. For example, faster, younger. To make superlatives, we add est at the end. The fastest, the youngest. When we have an adjective or adverb that is one syllable ending in E, we add just the R or the ST for comparatives and superlative. When the adjective or adverb is one syllable, consonant plus short vowel plus consonant, for example, big or hot, we double the last consonant and we add er or est. For example, bigger, the biggest, hotter, the hottest. When the adjective is two syllables ending in y, like happy or crazy, we remove the y and we add ier, like happier or crazier. For superlatives, we add iest, the happiest, the craziest. Also, when the adjective is big, it's two or more syllables, like famous, beautiful, we add more before the adjective or the adverb. For example, more famous, more beautiful. And for superlatives, we add the most before the adjective or the adverb. For example, the most famous, the most beautiful. There are few words or few adjectives that don't follow these rules. So we have some exceptions like good or bad. That good in comparative we use better, and for superlative we use the best. Bad we use comparative worst, and we use the superlative the worst. In here we have some extra examples of comparatives and superlatives. For example, Tom is faster than his brother. We compare Tom with his brother. Tom is the fastest of the team. So I'm comparing Tom with all the team. So this is a superlative example. Stephanie is more friendly than her brother. This is a comparative. Stephanie is the most talkative person of the group. So we are comparing Stephanie with a whole group. So this is a superlative example. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. I really hope this video will help you understand a little bit more the grammar topics of Unit 3 and Unit 4. Remember to study all the vocabulary and reading comprehension exercises of the book. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope it will help you to study. Bye bye.